There we go. Got to push some buttons. Now you can say g'day.
Thank you for having us.
Oh.
And good to meet you as well. It's actually an amazing time because it is a very long time since Rupert and I have been in the same place playing music. We played, on Skype together.
Oh, really? You Skype played?
Or you could call it Skype or what's that called on the video?
Oh, FaceTime.
FaceTime, yeah, FaceTime. It's an interesting thing because when I think of FaceTime, it's like, is there a time where there's no face? We don't have any faces. Anyway.
You're getting all philosophical, which is good on a Monday morning, Valanga. Like, oh, go easy on us. Easy, Tiger. Whoa. So how did you two meet then? If you're South Africa and you're Australia.
Well, we met in 1988 when Valanga came to Australia.
Yep, just straight into the microphone, Rupert. Don't be afraid, it won't bite. That's my job.
Okay. We met in Melbourne in 1988 when Valanga had arrived as a refugee, originally from South Africa, but through many, many lands he can tell you about. And there was quite a lot happening with the South African communities in Melbourne at that time, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And there was a big band, an 11-piece band of South African musicians that we were both in, and that's how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have music bringing people together. It's really an international language, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, as is the case now, everybody came from, different walks of life, basically. And we played in that big band together and made people dance.
Oh, yes.
With different dynamics, Yeah, it was great.
Nothing better than making people dance. It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was a really important time too because it was when the whole Nelson Mandela, his imprisonment was ending, and the world was really starting to take notice of what was happening in South Africa as well. So that was a big spotlight time for that music, wasn't it, in Australia? It was really the birth of a lot of awareness around South African music, and we played for the opening of that movie Cry Freedom.
Oh wow!
For the cinema for some bigger launch for that. So it was a really big time for African music in Australia. That's when it all kind of got kicked off.
Yeah, now it's huge. Now it's you think world music, you can't not think of African music. It's like it's the backbone of every world music show, isn't it? It really is. Now, so tell me about this show, Songs of the Future, and I love that it's in 3 locations: Armidale, Perth, and Fremantle. It's great. You're covering the metro area. North, yeah, we'll get there next time. But tell me about Songs of the Future. What's the vision behind this show?
Again, it's Rupert and I getting together to play music, unified. I guess unified. Being a duo or 2 people unified, and that's also a dream for that to seep into the larger, world sphere, basically. Songs of the Future, meaning through music, through collaboration, the future can only grow with collaboration, with mutual understanding, cross-cultural understanding, cross-religious, understanding. Men realizing that they are equal to women. We are all on the same standard. We are all at the same level, basically.
Amen to that. Amen, Valanga. Absolutely. Now, tell me about Ubuntu.
Ubuntu is a South African word which means humanity. When you think of after Nelson Mandela came out of prison and there was voting in South Africa, there was this whole thing about, hey, the black people are going to be rushing and they're going to be killing whites. There's going to be revenge. But what those people were saying that didn't realize was the humanity, or the word humanity, or Ubuntu, amongst our people, which says that you are not a complete person without the other person, and that's why the Truth and Reconciliation came about, that humanity. And I think, I don't know what Rupert, would like to say. But I think what we're doing is also, on the same road, basically.
I love that. I love that whole Ubuntu. You're not a whole person unless you've got these other people. Now, I need you to play some music before we get on to the news.
But I'd like to just say something quickly about what Valanga shared with me the other day, and he reminded me that what you read in the news coming out of South Africa the whole time, it's only what the news is saying. It's only their spin on it. In fact, most people want harmony. Most people want to get along. Most people don't want violence. So you've got to be careful when you see the news anywhere in the world that they don't poison our hopes, because actually it's a misrepresentation. What we're hoping to do is, through this concerts like this, remind people that actually it's not the case, and that most people have goodness in their hearts, and they want peace, they want cooperation, they want fair trade, they want harmony.
I feel better actually just for hearing you two talk about it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, you've warmed my darkened heart. Thank you so much. Little Mag here on RTR-FM. Rupert Guenther and Valanga Khoza playing something live from their show, Songs of the Future, that's on Tuesday, Thursday and Friday this week. Take it away, boys. Strains of Rupert Guenther and Valanga Khoza. If you want to hear more of them, I would recommend that. Then head on to their shows this week. Songs of the Future, Tuesday 14th of August down at the ARC in Armidale, the Armidale Rotate Collective. Thursday 16th of August at Perth City Farm, and Friday 17th of August at the Frio Fibonacci Centre. Check it out on Eventbrite. If you get lost, Songs of the Future, Google that, and Rupert, because that might be easier for us to spell than Valanga. It's not that hard, is it? No, it's really easy. Beautiful. I'm so privileged. It's one of the great privileges of RTR, getting to see stuff like this. I got a little weepy too. Thanks, boys.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much. And good to meet you as well.
Oh my God.
Colourful dress. Can they see it over the radio?
I think it's a vibe.
Yeah,
it's
get
a vibe.
Yeah. Thanks, Rupert.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you. Great.
Thank you, fellas. I guess we'll go to the news now. Oh, here we go. The news. We'll be back after the news.